MVP awards and more than 500 home runs, Mantle left baseball haunted by the feeling he should have been better.
So you told me once that when you retired in 1969, your first year out of baseball, you sat there depressed, thinking that regardless of the fact that you had a Hall of Fame career, that you'd screwed up.
Well, I did. I mean, and that's what we've said before. I feel like that when I retired in 1969, I felt so bad about it that I really believe that's the reason now that's when I started drinking for a reason, I think, maybe. I used to have that reoccurring dream that I was trying to get back into the ballpark. I could hear Casey and the team out there playing, and all the gates were locked, and I had to try to sneak through a hole in the fence to get into the ballpark. And then if I did get in, I'd hit a ball that should have been a hit, and I couldn't run. The outfielder would throw me out, you know. There's just weird things was going on in my head all the time.
For the last 25 years, Mickey Mantle's inner conflicts were slowly eating away at him. The publicity photos often showed a proud family man. Here he is with Billy in 1961. But in reality, his 4 boys grew up without him. Basically shy, he was never fully comfortable making a career out of public appearances as a famous retired ball player. Over time, the drinking increased. This year, a doctor warned him his liver was so bad, his next drink might kill him. With the urging of sports broadcaster Pat Summerall, a longtime Mantle friend who himself had been a patient at Betty Ford, Mantle checked into the clinic.
I can tell by the way people look at me and talk to me, are you doing all right? You know, they can't believe that I really have stopped drinking, but I have. And I don't really, I'm surprised myself that I don't really even want to drink.
Now, you come out of Betty Ford, and everybody believes this is an important crossroads in your life. And then just weeks after that, your son, Billy, dies of a heart attack. And he had had serious medical problems and involvement with alcohol and drugs himself.
Well, the way he, you know, I had this long history, and a lot of people thought that was the reason I drank so much was because my dad and his 2 brothers and his dad all died with Hodgkin's disease, which is inherited, you know. And a lot of people thought that's the reason I drank, but I don't think that really ever came into play with me, to tell you the truth. I got 4 boys, Mickey, David, and Danny. All of a sudden, Billy had Hodgkin's disease, and getting rid of it, he had to take chemotherapy and stuff, and they gave him some Dilita, which is a drug. And for some reason or other, he got hooked on drugs, and he just never could get over it.